All right, boys. Attempt number 5 at recording this. The last recording went 45 minutes, so I was like, I don't think anyone's watching that. So let's try and keep it short. I'll try and talk about this as quick as I can. So pretty much, I made this tweet and I asked if people are still playing my hero, why do you still play? If you quit, why did you quit? Okay, I elaborated in a different tweet. Okay, so it's not just this. I know I should have elaborated in this tweet, but people understood it. Okay, it's fine. And then from the replies, Calbert, for example, he said he's played a good amount, it was very fun, but then the deaths kept dropping the ball, right? And I agree, the gameplay is pretty fun. The gameplay, you have all these different modes. You have co-op, you have ADC assessment, joint operation, emergency, team up, which is a new mode, which I think is fantastic. In solo, you have pretty much just night ops. You have Operation X if you're still leveling. Hero trials if you're trying to farm shard. I used to farm Ida to actually get him to SS, and then I randomly got him to triple S. Then what else? Hold on, let me go back. Right, night ops, I don't know if I mentioned it, is also cool. Supply, absolutely horrible. I'm gonna keep this short this time. Remove the stamina cost on these stages. Let me just farm them, right? Especially the first two, and then fix this one. This one's cost is 25, and it doesn't give you the stamina that every single other stage gives you. Okay, and now this was more of a problem for me early on, because I was like, I want to farm this, but I'm not going to farm this if I'm just getting scammed of my rank XP. But now I guess it's fine, but it's still like, just add the last two stages. Hello? I think they forgot or something, I don't know, because there's no 3 and 4, and this is 25 costs already, and it gives you the same rank XP as these two, but they are cost 15, right? So I don't know. I've told them about this as well, but they just ignored me, so it is what it is. But yeah, supply stage is horrible. They need to revamp. Everything else in this content that's just content is good. Now the problem is, as Annie said, I played for 2 weeks, slowly realized that once the initial gain of coins was gone, there was nothing long term. The events all had paid for passes, and the devs seemed incompetent. Aizawa event also drove me away from the game. If they show a lot of change, I'll consider coming back. Now, I also 100% agree with this. I think the Aizawa thing was horrible. So many people complained, including me. Like, I had Aizawa, right? And I still complain. I say, yo, it's not fair for the free-to-plays. Let everyone have a chance at this event. There shouldn't be a thing of, like, you have to get lucky. There should be a thing of everyone that plays the game is able to get him. And they didn't listen. They didn't delay it whatsoever. They didn't give out any tickets or something to compensate for it, so you could maybe get that SS character, right? So, and then maybe delay it because people at the start didn't know and they tried to play the game more casually. They didn't get those 3 units to level 90. Or 6, I think, yeah, it was 6. No, it was 6 to 80. Yeah, it was 6 units to level 80. Maybe they couldn't get it because, again, you go on these events and like, do these missions, and then you don't see, oh, the timer already started. I have 2 weeks. Oh shit! Like you don't have that. So that's an issue. Again, the deaths early on, horrible. They're slowly getting better, very slowly. We had to have the whole end of a thing where we threatened to take away what's most important to them, not our gameplay satisfaction, nor experience, nor our complaints, but no, the money. We are threatening to take away the money with the refunds, and that's when they listened for the first time and actually changed something, which I feel like says a lot about the deaths, but to each their own. Now, again, I think also PvP is fine. I think Arena's horrible. I have not. Okay, well, that's cool. I don't play this mode. I am a huge. Okay, I feel like this shouldn't really play into it, but I'm a huge fighting game fan. I love fighting games. I play fighting games on a very competitive level, and I fully enjoy them. I think they're great. I don't know how this sounds so weird. Anyway, but again, I play fighting games, and this game I was like, okay, you know, maybe I can, like, obviously this is not anywhere close to a fighting game, but I was like, a lot of stuff, the idea of it transits over, right? Like, how do you play neutral, how you push your advantage, right? You have your opponent hard lockdown, what do you do after, right? But the mode is awful. A lot of heroes are just not coded properly. Their attacks are mega bugged. Stuff clashes with stuff overwrites other stuff. Knockdowns, invincibility is completely just a mess. The servers are not good enough to run like actual PvP matches either. It's just not fun. Hyper armor being on like every other thing is also horrible, okay? But then you have this, which I think is a decent mode. It's very, very, very whale heavy, but I think like, the idea of it is cool. I've played an Inuyasha game like 10 years ago on my browser, and it had the same system, and I thought it was pretty cool. Then I think this mode is a kind of a disappointment. Like, why not just do more? Like, why just do this? I don't know. That mode is just a super cool, but like an excuse to give you more rewards, which that's good. You should have a million excuses to give us more not gold rewards. But it's just the mode itself is just mega sleeper. It's really nothing. You just set up your little teams, and then you win 2 and you still have to watch the 3rd match. It's so bad. Right? They started adding these little events. Also, like I said, this game, like, playing wise is fine. I think stamina is actually fine too. I still don't feel like you feel rewarded for spending your stamina too much. Like, if I go and I do 5 runs of of night ops, right? I don't feel rewarded. I feel like I didn't spend my entire stamina. That didn't feel like my entire stamina bar. That felt like a little bit of my stamina bar. But it is the entire stamina bar, so I can't, it is what it is. But they did add decent ways to get more stamina. Like, we have this now, right? So now you have this. They doubled the amount they give. I think they should add 2 more. Like, they should add a total of 5 plates to this. But it's what it is. And that's like content-wise, like I said, it's fine. Stamina, I think for the most part, it's fine. Again, it just doesn't feel rewarding, right? Supply stages, again, remove the stamina cost, make it 5 per stage, right? Remove the limit if you make it 5 per stage, and if you don't make it 5 per stage, then make it no cost, right? Or increase the rewards 100-fold. Like, I'm not even kidding. At this stage, if I run this at the hardest difficulty, that they don't want to give us bounty 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, if I run this, I spend 25 stamina, I get 50k credits. That is not it. That is just not it. That is not it. I am not spending my entire stamina bar, pretty much, for 250k credits. That is not worth it. That's the thing I said since the start is I don't think the devs play the game. I think they just have all the resources. They have infinite this, whatever. So they think that, oh yeah, it's fine, because they don't know. I was free to play for a while, and I am again. So I understand the struggle. I know what you guys feel like, and I also know the whale side and how horrible the whale side is, and how much whales despise spending money on this game. You have to spend around 300 to 400, depending on your currency, to get the guaranteed character. Whereas on the Taiwanese version, right, you have to spend like 100 at max, and the packs are just a lot better too. Now, I bought the packs out, but like the packs are just a lot cheaper. The pity is lower, and with 1.2% chance of getting the S rank character, I don't think you should like justify almost doubling the pity. Like, obviously, technically, generally speaking, you will pull in long term. Like, if you do the million pulls, you'll pull more S ranks on our system than you do in the Taiwanese system. But for a free-to-play player, you're most likely going to get shafted anyway, and then just knowing that you only have to do 60 pulls to guarantee the character that you can have fun with and actually compete with other people is a lot more, it's just a lot better than the 100 pity. I think 100 pity in, like, compared to other gachas is great, but compared to other gachas, in other gachas you can get like a multi every week. In this game you can get a multi every other month. So there's that. And again, they have this event to where is it? Like I said, menus are confusing. This thing, and this is how they thank us, like, for this huge launch, right? Like, just up this to 10. I'm like, do this 10, do this 10, this 10, this 10, this 200, this like 1,500, right? I don't understand. Make this the other ticket. No, wait, make this the other ticket so people could summon on the mountain lady card, which no one can now, like the free-to-plays. I'm not gonna go here and like do a multi. There's no way. These coins actually don't come by like quick. So yeah, it's just, again, I think the devs don't play the game. I think every issue is just the devs don't play the game, and they really care for your money, because like the content is great. The content that they don't make, because there's just copy paste of CN version, and then they just rotate the events, and that's it. They don't, like, that has nothing to do with them. What has to do with them is if I press this funny button top up, everything is horrible. The prices are horrible. I mean, if I go to the event, the funny event, actually don't go there. You have to go here. If I go here, I'll have to buy where is it? This. I'll have to pay to have actual reasonable rewards for this event. And it's the same thing every time. I think I'd be okay with it, sorta, like, if they made it so when you buy it, once, you bought it forever. Like the next time this event comes back, I have it still. I will always have it. Then I'll be fine with it, I think. But just up the rewards. This as the last reward compared to this as the last reward. Nah, right? You cannot do this. You cannot do this. You absolutely cannot do this. Especially if you go to cards. I think if you go to recommended, this you don't get with that. Not even this, you don't even get with that. I agree with though, by the way, this is actually not bad. By the way, if you're free to play and you have these are fine. I don't know about this. Like this is a skill damage one, and this is, I don't know what it is. These two together are fine though on Endeavor. And then if you have like any 6-star, if you have his 6-star cards for them on there. But yeah, you don't really get cards that much. And cards, I feel like the rate for cards should be like 10% for a 6-star. If not more. Like you should just be able to get the 6 stars in the 5, or 10% for a 5-star, and then like 6% or 7% for a 6-star. Because cards shouldn't have, like, cards already cost the same amount of units, and you need more copies of a card than you need to do for units to make them like good. And then you'd have to see it. The fact that this is the same, right? And the fact that we only get one free single on this and not a free single on this. We should get a free single on both, and then have cut this to like 100 per single summon, 100 hero coins, and then make it so every day you can get up to 5 from like your daily missions. Like they will give you stuff. I go to my daily quest, like they give you tickets. They don't just give you 2 or whatever. Yeah, 2 useless food that you need about 200 of to get a character from like 1 to 50 maybe. And instead actually give you rewards that you're like, oh yeah, I want to do my dailies, right? Because right now you always do your dailies. You do all your dailies. In other games, you do like some of your dailies that you're like, oh, they have good rewards. Or if you're like really enjoying the game right now, you maybe do all of them, right? But in this game, you do all of them, and you do all of them. There is no other option. Because the only reward you get is this little Ochako thing, and it has a chance to give you 1 singular summon for doing 3 quests in the Hone area, in Hone City. So yeah. Again, a lot of stuff, most stuff that's wrong with this game, and I've told this my friends a lot in VC, or like per like messages and stuff, because they like, I get clowned a lot for playing this game. Like people are like, well, why are you playing Strongest Hero, Kek W, worst gacha of all time. Like I think the game is great. I think the issue is monetization. Like the issue is just monetization. I guess I can close the game now. You don't have to see it. We can go for more replay. I've read most of these, if not all replays already, but like it's pretty much the same thing. People either didn't quit but they started playing less, or people played at the start and then quit because they were like, yo, you know, gameplay is fun and all, but let me actually like progress, let me have more units, let me increase my units ranks, let me have cards for my units so I can have fun builds for my units. But they're not able to because this game gives you out like 50 hero coins a month. Like it's not that cool. And then the monetization of every event is just discouraging, I think. Because this way the rich get richer because they'll get so many good rewards from every event, and they'll place high so they get the better rewards, while the free to plays cower in a little corner, they don't get good rewards, the event itself doesn't give you good rewards. Even if you do well, even if you complete everything, you don't get shit, and then you're just there like, oh yeah, cool, I have 200 KBP, oh yeah, what the whale's at? Oh, 4 million, cool. And you could play just as much. You could spend every single bit of stamina that's ever available to you as a free to play, grind the correct stuff. Let's say you even get lucky with gear, and you'd still be like an 1/8 of what a whale is, or like even a dolphin. There's no dolphins in this game if you spend your whale because of those atrocious prices of everything. And I know, like, my biggest issue is I know that nothing's going to change. I know there's no way in hell changing the prices, lowering the prices. I know there's no way in hell suddenly going to have a giant increase in how many hero coins they give out. I know for sure they're not going to start giving out more and more tickets. I know for sure they're not going to change the recruit banner for the cards, so it's lower cost and the rates are different. They're definitely going to change the rates overall as well. It's just a mess. But the game itself is fun, and that's the only reason I'm playing it. And Global Devs, if you are listening, if you are somehow watching this and you're still watching, I am not playing this. You are the only reason I'm thinking about not playing this game, while everything else about the game that you didn't make, I find great. And I think that's something to think about. And I'm a very tolerable human being. I've played a lot of horrible games. And this game, I only play, I think, because I have my alliance and I'm pretty good friends with most of them. And we actually talk, right? And recently, one of the people that I was closer to in the alliance quit the game too, and he was the second or third on the server. He was mad. He was looking forward to spending money on an All Might rerun just to get his one to SSS plus because he wasn't, right? And you made him quit the game because he just realized he's not getting anything. He's spending way too much money for no reward. There's no point playing this game, and I don't blame him, right? It's sad to see him go, but I don't blame him in the slightest. And then yeah, again, there's a lot of thingies. This is kind of, you know, the meme replies Nagato, you know, but he's not. He's spinning. Since the said he quit. If a big face that represented your game on YouTube quits the game, then you know a lot of other people are going to feel validated and also quitting the game. Like, okay, if he quit, okay, now I can also quit. Like, I thought about it, but I wasn't sure. But if my goat seating quit, I can quit too, right? And then again, like, it's just a lot stuff. And then here, look, this is like the free-to-play mentality, which I don't blame them for, because like you get a dopamine rush if you get something. He said he was very close to quitting, but he pulled Aizawa of the free 500 coins they gave out, so I'm giving it one last chance. He continued playing because he could actually have fun in the game and he could get that new hero that everyone else was playing with. He had a chance to play because he got lucky, so he is still playing. And that's what you should aim for. You should aim for, like, if you want to like just absolutely rob the whales, which you are doing, by the way, in the worst way possible, fine, okay? If you don't know how to run a gacha game, if this is your first time ever managing a game, if this is your first time ever having experience of a gacha game, right? It shows, it's fine, right? Just learn. But at least keep the free-to-plays playing, because if the game is dead, then the whales don't have anyone to flex on, and this is legit just what it is. And if the whales don't have anyone else to play with except the whales, then there's no point on whaling out, because you're not putting yourself above everyone else. You can't show off, oh yo, look at my SS plus, because everyone else has SS plus, right? In that case, so people aren't going whale. If there's no free to play, there's no reason for us to like do stuff. The same in like Final Fantasy 14 game. I have like 1,000,000 hours and like 3,000 something that I play. I'm not gonna clear an ultimate just because I think it's fun, although they are really fun. I'm gonna clear an ultimate because I want the shiny cool weapon, and then I want to flex and limsa limits at the Aetheryte Plaza and show people I have the shiny cool weapon that they can't get unless they pay for a clear, and then they're still terrible at the game. But I know I did it legit. I'm better. So it is just what it is. And again, a lot of people just saying, like, see, I don't agree with this. I think the game generally has decent content. I am playing it more casually. And I'm taking it less serious. But again, Ultra Impact game, yo, I might have to be on Ultra Impact again. As soon as that game comes out, I might switch to that game if the devs show no sign of wanting to get better. But yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoy it. I think I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna link the tweet if you want to read through the other replies. And then also let me know in the comments what you think about the game, what you think about the devs, how you think the game should move forward. Because overall, I think the game is fine. I like the gameplay. I like the gameplay aspect. And I like that they try, but they're just not good. And the thing is, and I say this about every game, if you just communicate with your content creators, I'm not just saying this because I want to talk to them, I want them to give me freebies or something. If you just, I want them to talk to me or any other, actually only me. I'm not too well versed in the My Hero YouTube scene. I only know of very few other people, and I know I don't want those having to do anything with the game. But if the game was to reach out somehow, there's a miracle happening, right? And then reach out, I guarantee you it'd be better for everyone. They'd make more money because they don't play it from a spender perspective. They don't play it from a player perspective. They play it from a, what do we think is going to make us more money? But they don't know because they don't play the game. Obviously, you can tell by the events and everything, they don't play the game. So if, I'm not saying, okay, I'm even going to say it, like, don't reach out to me. But I'm just saying that if games in general, and this is for other gacha games and for future, if you talk to the people that run your community, that have great content in your community, that get a lot of complaints from your community, right? That actually read the complaints from your community, then maybe if you listen to them, and especially if someone with like a lot of gacha experience, I've whaled in Dokkan, I've whaled in Legends, I've whaled in Grand Cross, there's more games. I'm just stupid. I've in Blazing, in some other bad games, right? And then I was free to play in all those games too for the longest time, and I know both sides very well. I talk to a lot of people that come from both sides, BBS too, right? I actually can't think right now. I haven't slept yet and it's 1 p.m. and again, like just a lot of stuff that is just really easy to fix if you just actually like talk to the community. It doesn't have to be the content creators. I just think the content creators are an easy way because you have access to their knowledge, and their knowledge is usually, oh, all my comments are telling me they hate this, all my comments are telling me they like this, all my comments are telling me in detail as to why they feel scammed when spending 5 stamina on an event. So yeah, again, it's just sad to see this game not improving as much as I wanted to. It definitely has improved after we threatened to take away their money, but that's pretty much it. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, comment down what you think of the game right now, but that's gonna be it from me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think of a title for this video now. But yeah, that's it. Catch y'all.